Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and our boy Int transforming Goku Black is officially out now. I did do a lot of summons. It took about 3,500 stones, but did manage to get all copies for this Goku Black. So we are ready to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him as well as Rainbow Star him. So let's go ahead and start by doing that. First, I want to go ahead and Dokkan Awaken him. We can also look at his category too, by the way. Here, we'll Dokkan Awaken him first, then we'll go ahead and take a look at his category and the sort of teams you could build, because I do really like what they did with his category. They did give us many options. I think it's going to satisfy a lot of people, and they even gave us some surprising picks for the team as well. So boom, let's go ahead and Dokkan Awaken this Goku Black. Now, I will go ahead and level this guy up off screen. We'll come back, we'll rainbow him, we'll test him out in an event, we'll do a whole bunch of other stuff. Because I did the private server video, but the video, in it, the Goku Black was messed up. He was hitting way too hard, harder than he actually should. So this video is important. We'll be able to test him out on a few different teams, and see how well he stacks up, against the SCR Rose, how well he works with the other Goku Black cards, all of this stuff. We'll go ahead and test it out. Alright guys, so now we have the brand new transforming Goku Black officially 100%ed. Boom, there we go. Have to get that done. The new Goku Black is very exciting. Now, thanks to top grossing rewards, I actually have right around enough orbs to actually rainbow another Int unit. I do want to save a lot of this stuff for the Broly movie, but I do also want to rainbow all of the Extreme Z Awakening units that do come out. So I do want to give a Rainbow Star to the EZA Int Cell. I might look into that. We'll see what happens. There is a world tournament coming up, so I'll be able to get some extra orbs that way as well. Alright, so real quick before we hop in, I do want to kind of examine the Time Travelers category, right? It's a very good category, like boom, just right there, as you guys can see, this is really strong already. You have, what do we got? 6 LRs already in the category. So that's the thing, like, here's the thing. We were expecting a new LR for the Enhanced Transformation team, and we were expecting one for the Frieza team. See here, let's go to the Enhanced Transformation team. We have 2 LRs, right? Now let's head on over to the Most Malevolent Clan team, which is this one. We've only got 2 LRs. So both of those categories really could have used a summonable LR, and Dokkan did not actually release any. Now we have, the new Time Traveler category. Why do I feel like they're going to give us, like an LR Merge Zamasu that's going to go for this category, even though I think those other 2 categories needs one a lot more, because, LR Cell, LR Goku Black, LR Vegito Blue, LR Bojack is here, the 2 LR Trunkses as well. Like, this category is already stacked in terms of LRs. You got the Vegito Blue units, you got the Rose units. There's just so much power here. And you even have stuff like Tapion, right? Tapion is going to be a very good option for this team with his attacking and defensive ability. His orb changing will be very helpful. And then a lot of the new Heroes units are actually on here too. We have the Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta. We have Demigra. I'm going to do a video on Demigra very soon. But Demigra is going to be very helpful on this team because he gives 3 key to extreme type allies. So we could have a Demigra on the team. We'll have SCR Rose on the team. And it's going to be very easy for someone like, LR Cell to get their 18 key super, LR Goku Black to get their 18 key super. Maybe even at that point, Bojack, we could do a rotation of, a Bojack and, maybe like the TUR version of Bojack right there. And then we'd have one of the SCR Rose as a floater. We'd have Demigra as a floater, giving them a lot of key. They're going to work really well. Like, there's a lot of different options here. And then, of course, we have the Supreme Opie of Time. She's going to be tremendous on this category, possibly giving a 40% attack and defensive buff. She also gives key, another good unit giving key. So she'll really be able to help out units like LR Bojack and stuff. So this is a good category. This is a real good category. There's a lot we can do. You know, we still have this cell and this cell, both of them. I haven't done a video. There's a bunch of units I've got rainbowed here I haven't done videos on yet. And now it's a perfect time that they're on this time traveler category to actually go ahead and showcase some of them at Rainbow Star. But we even have stuff like, you know, Black Mask Saiyan, Dark Mask King, I think could be pretty useful in this category. So, all right, enough talking. Let's go ahead and head into a fight now with this Goku Black. I think I wanted to like show him on all of his teams in one video, but I think it would be way too long. Plus, I've just been jabbering on for a long time anyway. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at him here on his time traveler category, and we're also going to look at him on the Potara team in this video. Then I might tackle his other 3 categories in a separate video as well to kind of give the full breakdown of how this Goku Black works on all of his different teams, because of course he is an incredibly hype unit. Alright guys, boom, so here we are in an event. We'll go up against, you know, the new Goku Black boss fight, since of course I haven't run it very many times yet. Now, this Goku Black is a very interesting unit because he gets stronger basically as the fight goes on, right? Like, they wanted to really emulate kind of how he was, you know, his appearance in Dragon Ball Super, right? So on every super attack, this Goku Black will greatly raise his defense, which is a big deal. By the end of the fight, his defense is going to be absolutely massive because every super attack, it's a 50% buff, right? So that's going to be looking very, very impressive. Now, he also gets a 40% attack buff at the start of every turn, and it maxes out at 120%. Once you get up to that 120%, he's going to be looking very, very good. I'm sure at that point, he could probably touch 2 million attack stat. And then he also gets an 5% chance to crit every time he's hit up to a max of 40%. So what is that, 8 times he has to be hit in order to max that out. And then he also, of course, transforms when conditions are met. So he is a very, very good unit. For a lot of situations, though, maybe he won't be the best, right? Like, let's look at, like, Super Battle Road. It might be a little tough to get him to work effectively sometimes in Super Battle Road. All right, so just a shade under 1 million right there. That, of course, is with him. You know, he's only got a 40% attack buff as of right now. Now, in Super Battle Road, you know, as soon as the fight starts, it's, you know, do or die time, especially in category Super Battle Road. So you don't really have the luxury of waiting for, you know, Goku Black to build up his defense with these supers and, you know, build up his attack passive. You got to be going right away. So, you know, we're going to test him out on Super Battle Road. We'll see, but it could end up like SCR Super Buu. SCR Super Buu is not a great unit for Super Battle Road. I think this Int Goku Black could end up in a similar sort of situation where he could get beat up quite a bit. Now, of course, you know, if for whatever reason one of those fights would go on really long and he'd be able to charge up, you know, his super attacks, get that defense higher, or, you know, even if you were able to transform, which I don't think is going to be common almost ever, but if it ever did happen, once he's transformed, he would dominate because the 3 key to all allies will be very good. He'll have probably super attacked a lot throughout that fight, so his defense will be very high. Of course, the transformed Rose has a 50% chance to crit, which is very, very impressive. You know, so he's just a overall really, really good unit. It's just, you know, Super Battle Road, those fights are like very, like usually short, right? 3, 4, 5 turns at max is what you're working with over there. So I don't know how effective he'll be there, right? We'll see. We'll see. I want to keep my eye on his defense up to 86,000. Yeah, with SCR Rose on rotation, because of course, SCR Rose does give a 50% defensive buff to extreme type allies. So he's going to work incredibly well with this Int Goku Black right here. And we'll go ahead and let Goku Black get hit a couple more times. 1.2 million we're up to now. Pretty good. That's after, you know, 2 rotations again. You know, with Big Bad Bosses active, again, I'm pretty sure he could touch 2 million. Plus, you know, once we get that cell to roll around onto this rotation, a little bit of a, you know, some extra stats, that would look pretty good. Now, of course, on the Potara team will be Goku Black's best team. That is where we're going to be able to have, you know, the AGL West Kai really buff him a lot. giving him extra chances to crit, just doing a whole lot of good stuff. Like, there's just, they really have, like, made it interesting now. Like, having units that increase crit chance like that, plus just all of Goku Black's ability to get crits from being attacked, plus, you know, you could give him crits in the dupe system. So, you know, it's probably going to be pretty common where you're going to be getting crits out of this in Goku Black right here. So that's going to be pretty awesome. All right, so this one, he's at 1.2 million. Pretty good. Like, it looks like that's around the consistent number that we're going to see a lot of times, like just kind of going through events, right? He's probably going to be between 1 and 2 million. And again, I don't think you're going to see the transformation happen very often. The 80% threshold to be above is not going to be too hard, but I think what could be a little difficult, again, 6 turns is a lot. I think maybe they could have given him 5 or even 4 turns, but, you know, they probably thought that the transformation was too powerful, I guess. All right, so let's go. Oh, what's his defense at now? I'm sorry? 172,000. Okay. Sure. By the way, his defense really does power up a lot there. 1.7. Okay. That was without Big Bad Bosses, which of course is a 25% attack link. So again, I think he could get to about 2 million with Big Bad Bosses active. Also, if we don't like go all out crazy super attacking, we probably can get the Rose oh, we're gonna get it with the other one, but we can get 2 Rose transformations. Very nice. So of course I love that transformation right there. Very good. Oh, this rotation is way too strong. Yes, Rose. So here he is, the man himself. Now, of course, once he does this transformation, look at that. I love how he's just like, come on. I'm a fucking boss, huh? Like, that's it. He's just, yeah, I know. I'm the baddest motherfucker around. What's up? I love that so much. Okay, so again, I don't want to finish off this Goku Black right here because I really do want to see the Rainbow Goku Black get a super attack. It depends on if LR Goku Black and TR Goku Black get crits or not. Alright, so this one's at 1.4. Again, that's pretty good. You know, he does give 3 ki to all allies. I actually, off the top of my head, I can't remember how many dupes this one has. Okay, he did not crit. The other thing, again, remember, that Goku Black has a 50% chance to crit just on his passive. So you routinely are going to be seeing him crit all the time. I would say this, people are going to ask, should I go additionals or crits? I would say that is, you know, a matter of, oh no, we're actually going to be under 80%, and he's not going to transform. No! With such a stacked team, and we're just a shade under 80%. Can I stall? Nah, we're not going to be able to stall. No way. No way. This rotation is a little too strong. Whatever. We'll just go ahead and finish this off. That's fine, because I did want to show the Transform Rose on the Potara team anyway. That's kind of the big spot where we could see what his max damage will actually look like. So, alright, so here's what we're going to do, right? Wow, he took, I'm sorry. Oh, Big Bad Bosses is active too. But I was like, I'm sorry, what? He took 84 damage off a super attack? This is the most recent Dokkan Fest boss. He completely neutralized that with just his defense. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Alright, so now let's take a look at him on the Potara team. I'm just going to cut until he has... we want to see the base form version with his full passive built up. And we're going to want to see Rose with the, you know, the Int Rose, SCR Rose, and AGL West Kai rotation. We're going to go take a look at both of those on the Potara team. Alright guys, so here is the transformation into Rose. Funny enough, this is actually the rotation I wanted to get right here. So we are on the Potara team, and we have the Rose AGL Weskai. So this right here would be Rose at his strongest power. Yeah, I'm really thinking the only other thing I could do is I could have the STR Rose super attack first. I'm a bit hesitant to do that just because he'll probably end up killing Bardock right here. Just with my luck. He will give a slight attack buff to the Int Rose, though. I mean, if he finishes him off right here, oh well. I guess I'll just keep going and we'll get this same rotation again. Sure enough, yes. Come on, he had the crit. You had the crit right there. Ah! Alright, guys. Well, this time we'll actually be able to see him attack. It just won't be with the AGL Weskai. That'll be good, though, because we'll be able to see both. We'll be able to see what he's able to do with AGL Weskai rotation and also without. So this Rose, he's at just above 2 million right there. And, of course, every time he supers, he does give a slight attack buff. And then this Rose is at 2.1 million. Alright, so a little bit of a buff over the SCR Rose. With AGL Weskai, I'm thinking he's going to be at around 2.4 million, which will be pretty good. Now, he's also going to have his 50% chance to crit from his passive, whatever you've got from the dupe system for him, and also AGL Weskai does give an extra chance to crit. So, give me 1 second and we will get to that dream rotation, except this time, hopefully, Rose won't kill the opponent. Alright, guys, so real quick, here is going to be the Int Goku Black. He has his full passive active right now, still on the Potara team, just on our way to seeing the best attacks that he can get with AGL Weskai and with the Rose transformation. We can also see this. So SCR Rose will go ahead and super attack, giving the little bit attack buff. Hirudegarn will likely dodge this, but this is still his true attack. 2.1. Oh, that is with Big Bad Bosses active as well. That's not bad. He gets up to 2.1. That's pretty good. That's pretty much the best he could do, but we could also have had AGL Weskai on that rotation. So he could get up to like 2.4 just in his base form, and he could probably do more like 2.8, 2.9 maybe in Rose with Big Bad Bosses active. That's very interesting. Alright, now we get the transformation. We have the dream rotation yet again. Boom. Alright, so no way Rose can finish off Hirudegarn on this turn, so we'll be able to see the maximum for our boy. It could get even better if Hirudegarn would super in that first slot. That would activate Big Bad Bosses. Please super. Oh, okay. It would take a lot of turns to probably get that to happen. 2.5. Wow. Alright, that's pretty good. And again, if we could also activate Big Bad Bosses, he would jump up again to like 2.8, 2.9. So I'll take that, considering he also gives the 3 key to all extreme allies, and he has a 50% chance to crit. That attack set is going to be very, very formidable. So once that transformation occurs, of course, Int Rose is going to be a huge threat and a huge, absolute monstrous problem. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at our boy here, the very, very good newest Dokkan Fest, who is Magnificent Beauty Goku Black. So his leader skill is the Time Travelers category, Key 3 and 150% the stats, and then he also gives Extreme Int 3 key and 90% the stats. Off the top of my head, only Int Metal Cooler really jumps off as a unit I'd want to use on the Time Travelers team. I could look into it a little deeper and see if there's anything else there, but really that's the only unit I would really consider. I mean, because like Angel Golden Frieza is like a nice unit, but he doesn't have like Big Bad Bosses or anything. So, you know, in the Time Travelers category, it is stacked. It's not like there's really anything too big, I think, that we would want to get in here, right? Like, you already have probably the best Extreme Int unit in the category, LR Bojack, and then that's pretty much about it. I don't know, maybe Turles, but still probably nothing crazy there. So his super attack is the Black Powerball, which greatly raises defense and does immense damage. So that greatly raises defense stacks continuously throughout the fight. So his defense gets to monstrous levels by the end of it. His passive skill is the Power of Saiyans and Gods, which is attack 40% at the start of each turn, up to 120%. So, you know, every single turn he's on rotation, he gets 40% attack. Then he gets a chance to perform a crit, up 5% with each attack received, up to 40%. So after Goku Black is hit 8 times, he gets a chance to crit of up to 40%. So this unit will be critting like crazy after he gets hit several times. His links are Cold Judgment, Fear and Faith, Nightmare, Prepare for Battle, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. So of course, Goku Black units always have fantastic links. His 12 key multiplier is 150%, which is very good. But I really did think that he would get that 160% 12 key multiplier like SCR Rose and Tech Vegito Blue, but he did not. Oh well. Hopefully Gogeta Blue and Full Power Super Saiyan Broly, hopefully they get 160% 12 key multipliers. We can still dream. And then our boy is on a massive 5 categories. Of course, he's on the Time Traveler category, his own team. He also has the Realm of Gods team, where he's going to be very, very effective. I might be using him a lot over on that team. He'll be fun over there. He is, of course, also on the... This is a Potara team right here. And then he is also on the Future team. That's what this one is right here. Probably the team I would end up using him on the least, honestly, just because Future, I'm not the biggest fan of Future Gohan, and he's 2 of the 7 units on the team, so that does bring it down quite a bit. And then the last team he's on is the Enhanced Transformation team. So now we can confirm any unit that has the transformation gimmick, the true transformation gimmick, ends up on the Enhanced Transformation category, which is a really big deal. I think the only transformation unit who is not on here, I guess, is, you know, LR Vegito and Gogeta are not, but there is, what they do is fuse rather than transform, right? So I can buy that. And then Turles is also not on the Enhanced Transformation team, but he also doesn't really transform. He just eats the Fruit of the Tree of Might and gets way stronger, right? So I'm not, like, the Enhanced Transformation team, I'm okay with all the stuff we just talked about right there, you know, how they decided to put units on there. Now, that is just, of course, his base form, you know, his pre-transformation. He's also got his Rose form, where his super attack, his passive, and his links change a little bit. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So his super attack becomes the Fierce God Black Kamehameha, which does, it greatly raises defense and does immense damage. So he'll still be stacking his defense even after he's up to the Rose level. His passive is New Resolve and Beauty. He gets a 150% attack buff. He gets a high chance to perform a crit, which is 50%. And he gives Extreme Class Allies 3 key. So that's one of the best passives in the game. Like, that's really, really good. On any villain team, this guy might steal the show. He's going to be so good. Like, having, you know, FCR Rose and this guy on one team, and, you know, with a bunch of villain LRs and stuff, is going to be very, very fun. And then his links are Super Saiyan, Nightmare, Prepare for Battle, Kamehameha, Dismal Future, Big Bad Bosses, and Fierce Battle. So he loses Cold Judgment, and what's the other link he uses? Nightmare? No, he's still got Nightmare. He loses Fear and Faith. So he loses Cold Judgment and Fear and Faith, and they turn into Super Saiyan and Kamehameha. And then that is him. That is the Super Saiyan Rose unit. This is a very, very strong unit. A really good Dokkan Fest unit is what they gave us here. They brought out, they kind of have, like, you know, it's like, you know, break the glass for emergency unit, you know, whatever. They kind of broke the glass a little bit with this Goku Black right here. kind of the pre-movie stuff, right? They want to get people to summon and use stones right now because the movie stuff is right around corner. So it's like, they're like, okay, we could pull out this LRUI Goku. We've got a transforming Goku Black in here. We have, the Goku and Vegeta, transformation card into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We'll go with the transforming Goku Black for now. That's what they did. So they've still got a couple of those other crazy units they're going to pull out eventually. Now they decided to do Goku Black to get people to summon. They stacked this banner so people would summon. They did everything in their power to get people to summon. And pretty much everyone took the bait because this guy's pretty good and his banner is really good. So, we'll see what the Broly movie stuff looks like very soon. But I'm pretty pleased with this Goku Black unit. So, thanks guys for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next one.